This is Optimal Work Daily, episode 1116, How to Succeed with People, According to the Most Connected Man in Business, by Benjamin Hardy of benjaminhardy.com. And welcome to Optimal Work Daily, where I read to you every single day from some of these great blogs on work and entrepreneurship and lots of related topics. So let's get right to it now as we hear from Benjamin and optimize your life. How to Succeed with People, According to the Most Connected Man in Business, by Benjamin Hardy of benjaminhardy.com. What's the point of developing skills and expertise? Is it to make money? Is it to be famous? Is it to eventually become so skilled that you barely have to work anymore? The answer to the last three questions is no. So why do you develop skills? What's the point of making connections with influencers and other smart people? The point is to do high-quality work for those people. Most people aren't successful because they're lazy. Specifically, they want other people to help them, but they don't really want to help other people. Joe Polish is the founder of Genius Network, considered by many to be the top tier of entrepreneurial masterminds. Joe Polish has a list of rules that he expects of those whom he interacts with. He calls it his magic rapport formula. The principles of his formula are: 1. Focus on how you will help them reduce their suffering. 2. Invest time, money, and energy on relationships. 3. Be the type of person they would always answer the phone for. 4. Be useful, grateful, and valuable. 5. Treat others how you would love to be treated. 6. Avoid formalities. Be fun and memorable, not boring. 7. Appreciate people. 8. Give value on the spot. And 9. Get as close to in-person as you can. So let's assume you've developed some awesome skills and abilities. How exactly are you using those in the act of service to help other people? There are two very important concepts embedded in that last statement. 1, in the act of service, meaning you give first before you get. And 2, you give to the right people. Interestingly, the more successful people become, the more they want others to help them become more successful, and the less they want to help others. At some point, these people stop doing the very things that made them successful. You become successful by developing skills and abilities, and by using those skills to serve and provide value to others. But then, success can make a person lazy, and they stop using the very skills and abilities they work so hard to develop. Joe Polish is spot on. You should help other people on the spot. When you're trying to connect with people, give them meaningful service. Develop highly useful skills that you can use to dramatically help other people. Then spend most of your time focused on their success. You need to get to the point where you care more about the success and results of other people than you care about the success and results of yourself. You need to find joy, genuine pleasure and excitement watching other people succeed as a result of your help and skills. It's even better when you are completely anonymous to outside observers. Of course, you're not anonymous to the people you're helping. If you develop some brilliant skills and generously use those skills to help the right types of people, you will become very, very successful. You'll be successful because life gives to the givers and takes from the takers. And that idea is at the foundation of Joe Polish's philosophy of success and relationships. Moreover, when you dedicate your skills to helping other people, you're being useful in your relationships rather than lazy. So many people want stuff out of relationships, but how much are they willing to put into those relationships? Why be lazy in your relationships? Why develop skills only for the purpose of being around successful people rather than using those skills to help successful and non-successful people? When you're proactive about service and when your service makes an enormous impact, people will do incredible things for you. They'll do it not out of need for reciprocity, but because they genuinely love and appreciate you. They'll help you because you're a person who deserves to be helped, because you're a great person, because you're a servant leader, because you give so much. Conclusion. So what's the one way to be successful? It's to develop real skill sets and then generously use those skill sets to help as many people as possible. If you get really good at something, you'll eventually become relatively successful. This is when most people plateau in their skill development and become complacent and comfortable with their relative success. It's at this point that people seek relationships with influential people and other successful people. Yet they want these relationships not to help their new friends, but as a means for using those relationships to further their own success. Bah! Real relationships don't work this way. Success can't happen this way. You need to be proactive in your relationships. You need to initiate and take the relationship further. You need to be what Joe Polish calls the first domino. You be the first domino by offering radical and generous service in a very specific and meaningful way. You then spend the majority of your time helping others, and often it won't be in a contractual way for money, although plenty of money will be created and shared, but of your own free will and love. Love to serve, love for your craft, love for the person. You care more about the success of others than you care about the success of yourself. This doesn't mean you neglect your own success, but you will further develop and hone your skills far more by helping others than by attempting to help yourself. You can then use your continually deepening skill sets to further your own success, such as in the form of developing products or marketing your own products. Be a giver, not a taker. Don't be lazy in your relationships. Give abundantly. Be of service. Blow people away by what you do for them. They'll love you. You'll become brilliant at what you do. You'll be happy because you'll be outward focused. You'll also be happy because you'll be useful. You'll also be happy because you'll be connecting deeply with people, and because you'll come to love, truly love and care about other people, rather than only pretending to love other people so long as they are helping you move forward. You just listened to the post titled, How to Succeed with People According to the Most Connected Man in Business by Benjamin Hardy of benjaminhardy.com. Thank you to HelloFresh. With HelloFresh, you get farm-fresh, pre-portioned ingredients and seasonal recipes delivered right to your doorstep. Skip trips to the grocery store and count on HelloFresh to make home cooking easy, fun, and affordable. That's why it's America's #1 meal kit. HelloFresh handles all the meal planning and shopping to deliver everything you need to cook up a tasty meal right at home. They do the hard part, and you get to take the credit. A new season calls for new meals, and HelloFresh has a fresh fall lineup of delicious dinners and more to choose from. Take your pick from 40 weekly recipes that suit your lifestyle, from veggie to family-friendly to fit and wholesome. And my favorite part? HelloFresh is actually significantly less expensive than both takeout and grocery shopping. So HelloFresh has managed to save me time, health, and a little moolah. So go to HelloFresh.com/50OWD and use the code 50OWD for 50% off plus 15% off the next 2 months. Go to HelloFresh.com/50OWD and use code 50OWD for 50% off plus 15% off the next 2 months. Effective ad spend that results in verified, incremental sales is more important than ever. That's why you need the Ibotta Performance Network. The Ibotta Performance Network enables brands to meet shoppers where they are, at scale. Partnering with over 2,000 industry-leading brands, the Ibotta Performance Network, or IPN, is the #1 consumer rewards platform for brands and retailers. They deliver targeted promotions, incremental sales, and unrivaled data analytics to measure real-time sales in stores and online. That means advertisers only pay when it leads to a verified unit sold, and you're connected with over 120 million shoppers nationwide. Ibotta has certainly helped us make the most of our budget too, connecting us with more sponsorship opportunities than we could have ever imagined. Lock in your campaign today and start seeing those incremental sales flowing in for your brand with the Ibotta Performance Network. Visit ipn.ibotta.com/OWD today to learn more. That's ipn.ibotta.com/OWD today to learn more. Don't forget, that's ipn.ibotta.com/OWD. Terms and conditions apply. And thanks to Benjamin, who is an organizational psychologist and the best-selling author of Willpower Doesn't Work and Personality Isn't Permanent. His blogs have been read by over 100 million people and are featured on Harvard Business Review, The New York Times, Forbes, Fortune, CNBC, and many others. He's also a regular contributor to Inc. and Psychology Today, and from 2015 to 2018, he was the #1 writer in the world on Medium.com. He and his wife Lauren adopted 3 children through the foster system in February of 2018, and 1 month later, Lauren became pregnant with twins who were born in December of that year, and they live in Orlando. So come by BenjaminHardy.com for much more, and again, thank you to Benjamin for letting us share his work. And that's going to do it for today. Hope you enjoyed episode 1116 from Benjamin Hardy, and I will be back tomorrow where I'll have a post from ILikeToDabble.com. So I'll see you there, where your optimal life awaits.